Hello and welcome back to the channel for another Jurassic World Evolution 2 video. So we're back in the Biosyn Valley Park that I started building, and this time I'm building like a herbivore enclosure. By the end of the episode I don't think it's full enough of dinosaurs, so if you have any suggestions just let me know in the comments. But yeah, I filled it with some of the new variants that we have, including Parasaurolophus and Dreadnoughtus, and basically that's the only two I used. But yeah, just getting started on this enclosure, getting all the fences sorted out. I didn't really like how it was going straight there, so I yeah, curved it off like that. And I left that space in the middle between the Parasauroraptor pen and the herbivore pen because I'm working on a little research area there. But yeah, as you can see, the feeders, as I predicted in the last episode, they're not working properly, and you have to get them manually refilled, which is really annoying. I would have thought they would have made them automatic, but clearly not. I really hope that it's quickly patched in an update, hopefully soon rather than later, because I don't want to wait for like another big update for it to be patched. But yeah, I've got my fingers crossed for that. But as you can see, I'm just filling the enclosure here with some foliage and stuff. Yeah, that car there was annoying me. You can see me trying to sort everything out now. I should start driving the car out to see if it's just it needed a little push, so to speak. But yeah, getting the Parasaurolophus done. I had all the 3 different new skins. I don't know if I prefer these to the original ones, but something about them I really like. I think they have different sounds as well, which is cool. Oh, flipping the car there. Yeah, the physics on the cars in this game are a bit strange, to say the least. Yeah, there we go. Manually doing it. Then it couldn't find its way back, so I had to clear some trees, because I think it's the trees that are stopping it. But here we go. Here's a look at our Parasaurolophus. Well, the first ones are let out. These are the blue patterned ones. Yeah, their calls are a lot different than the original ones.
Hey, my name is Isaac.
I really like the beak on it as well.
Great to finally meet you.
The other skins for it as well, like the darker ones, they're really cool as well. I like why they added yeah, several different skins. There's always different skins for the Parasaurolophus, I just realised. Probably has the most skins in the game. So either that or the Velociraptor. But yeah, just getting them all moved in. Yeah, and adding more foliage and stuff, just to make it look a bit more natural. Because it looked a bit empty. Yeah, there we go. Trying to move the fences and stuff to see if the cars would be able to move between them, but no. Wouldn't have any of it, so I yeah, cleared the trees down. It started moving, which was handy, but sort of ruined the what I wanted to do. It's just really annoying how the cars have to refill the feeders. It should just be automatic like the old game. I know you can stop the dinosaurs from starving and that, but I like to add realism. I like dinosaurs to have a food source, and then like you can actually see them eat. Like, yeah, as much as I like building like sandbox parks, I also like there to be a bit of realism. But that's enough of that. You probably don't want to hear me ranting when I'm making these videos. So me, I'm just adding a bit of like height variation. I couldn't actually heighten that bit where the dinosaurs are being placed there, but yeah, I did get to that. Yeah, placing some more ground fibre there, adding a few more trees. I really like how I've incorporated the river in this enclosure though. Like, I've never really done rivers and stuff in my park, but I just thought it'd give me something to work around. So my park would be like shaped around the river and stuff. And then I added like sand to the bottom of it because it looks like a riverbank now. Yeah, I really like how that turned out. So yeah, oh no, letting the Dreadnoughtus out now. Another one of the new skins. I prefer this than the original Dreadnoughtus skin, 100%. It has a lot more character. It's not like a clone of the Brachiosaurus like the original Dreadnoughtus has the really like the vertical neck, and it pretty much seems like a clone of the Brachiosaurus. I don't know if that's realistic or not. I prefer the angle at which the neck goes up on this variant. But yeah, it's a lot better than the original one. I think it's the biggest sauropod in the game as well.
And now you do too. I'm Owen Grady.
Yeah, it's got such an interesting pattern on the back, like those stripes.
Important thing is to respect.
It just looks unique among all the other sauropods. So just getting them all moved in. Well, 3 of them. I then started work on my research area. So as you see, I placed that power station there because I feel like I've heard that the power station is the only thing that can make like the guests walk along the paths, if that makes sense. I don't know how to word it, but they can use the hyperloop from like the control centre to there, and they'll be able to emerge from the power station, sort of like a Jeep tour but underground, if that makes sense. That's the only way it works. Although I do place a tour here going around this exhibit, and I might carry this in some other exhibits as the park goes along. But yeah, just wanted to get this all the way from the beginning area because I weren't too sure on how the hyperloop was going to work and if it was going to work at all, because there's literally no guests in my park. I don't know why. My guess would be that there's no amenities, but I did experiment at the beginning of this before recording, like with different buildings and that, but no guests would appear. So yeah, hopefully down the line they do start appearing. But yeah, I got rid of that power station there, and I just relied on this Jeep tour to carry guests from park to park, because that was a new feature in the update. Yeah, tours can like now connect like a monorail, so you can connect different areas up without using paths, which I'm really happy about because I like having different sections of the park. So at this point I started fencing off the like the research area, and I used the concrete fencing to make it look a bit more like enclosed and boxed in, and also safe for the guests. Yeah, connecting that up to the path as well. Yeah, and this gave me a bit of hassle as well with the paths, but I'll quickly fix that in a minute. I then decided to put some viewing towers in, one in the Parasaurolophus pen and one in the herbivore enclosure. The idea behind this is that they the staff can like view into the enclosures without using like the Jeep or whatever. I finally sorted that path out by just deconnecting and reconnecting it. I then placed an emergency shelter and some other facilities. So there's the restrooms there, and a hotel, although this wouldn't be like a hotel, this would be like a research place. I used the sand texture here to try and make it look like concrete, and then I decided against it because I thought the best way to make it look like concrete would be using path. So I built paths on all the areas where there would be grass. So here we go, getting started. I'm just trying to connect all the paths up as neat as I can. I know it doesn't look 100% neat, but I thought in the end it looked quite good. It was sort of what I was going for. And then it took me a while to get this path to line flush with that guest shelter. So yeah, now I placed some path here as well, and I'll turn this into a little seating area, as you'll see in a minute. And then all the places where there was green, I just added trees later. So here we go, just adding all the foliage and stuff, all the trees, to make it look a bit more foresty. And then I started placing all the decorations to make it look more like a research area. That annoyed me, but I couldn't place anything there, but I think in the end it looked okay. So yeah, adding those little sheds and stuff. And of course these containers. Yeah, just add random boxes here and there and just random bits of junk, just to make this area look like a working area. And the end result looked quite good in my opinion. So yeah, placing those gas canisters there near the research facility, even though it's a hotel. Yeah, placing some of those new lampposts, and of course placing this iconic fountain. You'll know what I mean if you've seen the film, or I think it might be in one of the trailers, but yeah, I'll leave that for you to guess. Yeah, so there's a little seating area that I was talking about, placing another fountain, just a small one, as there wouldn't be that many people working in this area. Adding some plants to the side of this, I thought that looked quite cool actually. Adding a tree there, just to top it off, and then I got to work on adding these planters down the path just to separate the areas up a bit. And then the game suggested that I should put some Draco Rex in this park, which was a bit weird. I didn't know that happened in sandbox mode. But me, I got suggested some dinosaurs. Don't know if any of you guys had that. Is it part of this new update? I'm not too sure. If you do know, let me know in the comments. And then I thought that area looked a bit blank, and yeah, in the end I didn't decide to put anything there. Just making it a little bit more open. I then worked on the enclosure a bit more, adding a few more trees and stuff, some more plants and stuff for the dinosaurs to eat. I then got to work on adding my third and final dinosaur in this exhibit, the Nasutoceratops. At first I put in a blank pattern one by mistake, and yeah, I fixed that after I released these. So we got there's them coming out all blank, and I was like, whoops, made a mistake there. But yeah, not to worry, I got them all moved. And then got to work on some random pattern ones. I wanted to keep the skin all the same and just the patterns random, because I want this park to look, I want the dinosaurs to look a bit more like family, if that makes sense. So all the helicopters moved, and then yeah, we get some live footage of our Nasutoceratops. I then got to work on moving them all over, and yeah, I did a few more as well. Just getting them all moved in. I wanted a relatively big herd, but nothing too much, because as I said in the last park tour I did, I don't like enclosures to look too crowded. I decided to try and hide the park tour here with some trees, but yeah, I don't like how the roads really like cut through the trees, so I decided to add some of my own. Yeah, I don't know if I was too happy with the park tour like that, but I suppose I can change it down the line, and I'm pretty sure it will change as the series goes on, as it weaves in and out of other enclosures and goes to different areas and stuff. But yeah, now it's time for the live footage of our dinosaurs. So we start with our Parasaurolophus, starting all the way from 1, with my favourite of the new skins, the blue patterned one. I then get a look at one of the other new skins, which is more akin to like the Lost World skin, like the stripe down the side and like the striping on the legs, which I thought was quite a cool touch. So they're just having a little lie down. And then I've got to look at this, the last of the skins, the dark one with the white striping. So that's quite a nice one. Not as good as the blue one in my opinion, but yeah, I do really like these new skins. Frontier always do a good job of making the dinosaurs look unique in this game. Then I decided to look at our Dreadnoughtus, and we had 3 of these. That one there having a drink. Oh, it really is big. Look at the Parasaurolophus compared to it. Its eye looks really strange here. It's just got a tiny little pupil. And then we've got to look at the Nasutoceratops. This one here. I think this one is the alpha. I'm not too sure though. Still doing that where they get up and then lay down. Straight after they've already been laying down. Another cool thing about this map is that you can like look in the trees. Like normally it would zoom you right out, but if your dinosaur's in a forest you can actually like zoom up on them, which is really cool. I really like that pattern there, the blue. That's probably one of my favourites. I then decided to name this Nasutoceratops Bully because it's like a bull. Yeah, not a very creative name again, but I do try. And then tried to find it's either Dreadnoughtus or Parasaurolophus, but I think yeah I went for Parasaurolophus first. Oh, I wanted to name one of the blue ones because they're my favourite. Yeah, so I named the first one that released. and I named it Azura. I think Azure is a blue colour. I'm not too sure though. But yeah, I wanted to name it Azura because of the blue patterning down it. I thought it was quite a cool name. I then struggled to name my Dreadnoughtus, so I had to cut a bit where I thought about a good name. I decided to name the Dreadnoughtus Colossus. So there we go. If you have any name suggestions, just let me know in the comments and I'll get to naming some of my other dinosaurs. Also, if you do enjoy my content, I'd really appreciate it if you could like this video and maybe subscribe. Of course, if you don't want to, then don't. I mean, I'm not forcing you to do anything. But yeah, I do appreciate it. We also have the cinematic shots coming up at the end, so be sure not to miss that. I don't want you clicking off the video and missing my favourite parts of these videos, which is the cinematic shots at the end. Yeah, put a ranger post in the Parasaurolophus exhibit, to my dismay. I thought we was rid of them for good, but clearly not because of the feeder issue. So yeah, it was a bit annoying. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up this video. Of course, suggestions are welcome for the next video, but yeah, as for now, this is the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching and enjoy the cinematic shots.